Welcome to episode number 81 of the Unknown Games podcast. I'm your host, Adrian, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, Alex.
Is this the police?
This is not the police. Trust me. Just trust me. It's not the police.
Fuck you!
We don't have the popo here, man. We don't keep them here. We don't.
What's up?
What's up, man? It's been a week. It's been a week since we last talked on this wonderful podcast.
Yeah, on the podcast, yeah.
On the podcast. It's like I said, it's episode number 81 of the Unknown Games podcast, a show where we talk about video games, fast food sometimes, our life here in Japan, because we are based here. We both lived here for 9 years?
Yeah, it's coming up on 9, actually, yeah, pretty much.
It's so crazy. I can't believe we're on 9 freaking years in this country, but hey, we're enjoying it. I mean, as much as we can during, as much as anyone can be during these times. But yeah, I mean, we had some pretty big releases. Of course, Alex, I think he's actually playing NieR Replicant, and that's pretty much what the show's going to be about. We're going to be focusing on this NieR Replicant because I am going back to play NieR Automata and actually finish it this week. And I'm curious to hear his thoughts on this as well. Before we get in the show, just remember you can always follow us on our socials and streams. Of course, you can catch myself, NinjaTrixta, on Twitch, and then you can also catch my co-host Alex at Root24 on Twitch as well. I stream on Wednesdays, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Do you use your schedule feature on your channel page or no?
I don't, not anymore. I used to, but it got it I don't know. I wish they would put it on the front page.
I have so my schedule. I just have my 2 days blocked out, and it's just game. I don't have I don't say what game we're playing. So
yeah. There's no I don't know, man. I feel like Twitch. We always get into it about Twitch, but they got to up that visibility of your schedule, at least visibility in general. But I think of the schedule, it is in a better place than it was before, aka non-existent. So
yeah, before you had to rely on a jank third-party Streamlabs plugin. Actually, it would just be in your panels, but then Twitch they integrated their own official schedule thing that let you take breaks and let you cancel a stream or something like that if you have to, so people know that it's canceled. Otherwise, when you're using the old Streamlabs plugin, or not plugin, whatever it's called, the
Streamlabs schedule.
Yeah, the thing. If you canceled
a
stream and someone didn't know it, they would just see their thing count down until you were supposed to be live, and then it would just jump to next stream because you weren't live at the time. Yeah. So now you can officially cancel the stream if you have to go on some kind of emergency, but whatever. Anyways, yeah. So
yeah.
You stream on days. Sorry, yeah, that's what happened.
I stream on days.
Yeah.
And you stream on days as well. I mean, you're Tuesdays, Thursdays. I'm Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you can catch us during those times. Are you playing anything for Golden Week? I forgot Golden Week is coming up.
Yeah, I actually honestly forgot about Golden Week myself. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming on extra days during. I mean, I might do a Monday stream as well, because that's the day off, right?
Yeah, it's a day off. Yeah,
or
I think it's Monday,
stream.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Is officially Golden Week in Japan.
Or officially, yeah. And then Thursday is part of. I don't know. I wish they would just connect the 30th of April. Every year.
Because it give you the extra day, right?
Yeah, to just go ahead and just do it.
I don't know. I'm probably gonna stream more 14, and I'm thinking about just starting on JRPG. I've been talking about it for a month now. At this point, I'm let's pick a game to play, and I can't pick a game to play because I don't want to get. Here's the thing. So I streamed Yakuza 0 last year on stream, right? I did basically start to finish, but I started to feel pressured because there's so much content in Yakuza games, a comical amount of content.
It's very comical.
Yeah, like there's so much shit in those games. So I was
You
like,
streamed it to the end though. Like
I
you
streamed the story to the end. I streamed the story,
Okay,
but
okay.
when it gives you like your credits, it's like how much you've completed the game.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it was like low teens is what I completed. Like it was basically nothing.
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, it was pretty crazy when I think about it. Because there were a lot of times when you were just watching cutscenes, like, and like the cutscenes are good. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
it's like they're like, you know, the crime drama level, I would say. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
good.
it's pure on crime drama level goodness.
When it is the cutscenes, but then when anytime you finish the cutscene, you're like talking to a dude in a diaper. You know what I mean? It's just like, or you're talking to a dude who's like stealing pants from people, and you know that's actually in the game. So and Yakuza games are fun for that
They're
reason.
fun. They are fun for that reason.
But I started to just go through the story because I felt pressured because I was like, I don't want to be streaming Yakuza for like an
Forever.
eternity. Yeah, so
I'm
like,
starting to.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not feeling that way about Kingdom Hearts yet, but I'm using Golden Week to kind of take a break from Kingdom Hearts because, you know, I mean, I kind of feel where you're coming from, and I don't even have as many cutscenes as you do. Not nearly as much content in terms of like stream is watching, stream is waiting. Where's the gameplay kind of thing?
I feel so self-conscious when I stream games like Yakuza because I'm worried that like people in chat are just like, well, okay, this is boring. Like I'm just watching a 2-hour movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Because the cutscenes in Yakuza get pretty crazy. They get long. They get really long. Yeah.
They get. I mean, they make sure that the money that they've paid for these actors and actresses, they make sure like, yo, we're gonna make sure it's worth your time.
Yeah, they're actors, so we're gonna have them like act, right?
Yeah. So, but I mean, I hope you are able to find a pretty good JRPG because the last time you played one that I think was kind of relatively short was it Trials of Mana or like
Trials was like 30 hours or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and you breezed through it pretty quickly, and it was enjoyable. I mean, it was pretty much just all gameplay. And I remember Ryza was pretty good too. I don't think
I streamed Ryza, but I only streamed the beginning of it because it was in Japanese. I only own the game in Japanese, and I don't want my chat, majority of my chat, they don't speak Japanese.
Yeah.
So I don't want them to be like, "What the fuck are you doing in this menu?" But what is this menu right now? You know what I mean?
What
like,
is this? What are you doing? Like, what is this? What can someone tell me? And plus, you have to translate all of that too. So it's not. It's mini work, mini fun.
Yeah.
But a lot of work there. I know I'm going to be playing a couple of just smaller games. Either Firewatch or Take Us to the Moon, and
you should do one of the Chiller Arts games.
No, you taught
me
You taught me on your last stream not to do one of those things with the caregiver.
So many, though.
The caregiver. Freaking you're over here like, man, my heart beats 121 minutes. I can't take it.
Check my heartbeat. Yeah, it was crazy. Once you have time to like decompress from one of those games, you kind of want to be like, I mean, I want to check out another one, but yeah.
Yeah, I posted your. I think someone made a clip of you. It's just like, why? It's like,
that was
yeah. I definitely encourage you if you check out our Twitter. You can follow us at UGP_cast on Twitter. Check out that post because I mean, Alex was like legit scared. I was like, dude, they could not.
I had work the next day, and I'm like, I should have saved this for Friday night when I could stay up late and like forget about it.
The thing is, it's a 1 hour game. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a 1 hour game. I got kind of stuck for no reason, but yeah. So it took me like 3 hours.
Man.
But yeah.
But it was good. It was good. And that's what I said. I was like, I feel like you should stream more horror games. You know, Resident Evil Village. It's right after Golden Week. It's coming out.
Yeah.
It's not that scary. I think you could do it.
I actually don't think Village is. Yeah, I agree. I don't think Village is scary because there's two types of scary. I think jump scare scary, which is sure. I guess that's scary because you're not expecting them.
Yeah.
And then there's psychological scary, which is like that's fucked up. Like I don't feel comfortable about. You know what I mean? Like you feel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it makes you feel weird.
Yeah. You feel. I mean, what would you classify Alien Isolation as?
Oh, that's for me. That's definitely like a tense jump scare kind of thing.
Okay.
Because I said this before, I think either on the podcast or just while I was streaming it, but like, I actually don't find Alien Isolation that scary. It's jumpy for sure, but I don't find it scary because my mind can fully wrap itself around what's happening. It's okay. We're in space. There's an unknown life. I'm gonna say not life force. Sorry, life
form.
Like, yeah, that's the word. Yeah, not life force. Yeah. So there's an unknown like life form on the ship, and it's a super spooky, very fast, powerful alien, and that alien will kill you if it catches you. And my mind can fully understand that situation. It could feasibly happen. There are
Right.
probably aliens in space. One day humans will go into space. Maybe those aliens will come kill us. I totally get that. You know what I mean? I totally understand that.
Full on NieR. Full on NieR.
Yeah, I totally understand. Like, so to me, that's not like scary. It's tense, yeah, but it's not scary. Now, games like in particular Japanese horror,
Right.
that scares me because it's supernatural and none of it makes any sense. And for me, like when those things don't, when I can't piece together and my brain can't like rationalize why it's happening, then that's when it's scary for me.
I mean, like for me, I kind of agree with you. Like when it's something for me that I feel like it can happen, like supernatural stuff, for some reason gets to me because I feel like I could turn around and that thing's like in my house. Like when I close my eyes, like I can see it. Like I feel like it can happen there.
Yeah.
But if it's like an alien or like, I wouldn't even say a monster, but just something like I feel like is a game construct.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I can feel like to my mind, like, okay,
this is like a video game, man.
yeah,
Whatever. Right?
Even zombies, right? Even zombies.
But,
it's kind of like, okay, this is whatever, maybe a couple jump scares will get me, but after that it's kind of like, oh, you have fun. Even in Dead Space, like after a while it's just like, okay, dismember. I'm not panicking anymore.
Right. And I think for some people it's the actual opposite. I would say there's some people who maybe it's the opposite for them. They are afraid of like alien isolation because it could happen. It could, like, one day, like if you live long enough, you'll go to space and you'll get attacked by that alien. Like that could happen. But those same people are like, oh, ghosts aren't fucking real. Ghosts aren't real. That's never gonna happen. That doesn't scare me at all. So,
Which is, I mean, yeah, Casper and his brothers, man.
Yeah, I'm sure. But like to those people, it's the opposite. Like Japanese horror doesn't scare them because it's so out there that they're like, oh, I can't even believe this would ever happen, right?
Right. And I mean, Japanese horror, it always does that cool thing where, I don't know, like they reverse the human movement. I think that's what the actual process is like, instead of someone moving in like normal time, it's literally they rewind their movement. So they're moving backwards, but they're walking towards you, kind of thing.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
it makes them look messed up,
think,
and you're like unnatural.
Yeah, I think like Silent Hill nurses will move like that or something like that.
Silent Hill, that is the one game. I don't know, we went down this kind of spree, but or streak, but Silent Hill, that's the one game, that a horror game back when I, PS2 or whatever, like I tried playing, but it creeped me out.
Yeah,
just
it's
like
got a pretty
that environment
vibe. Yeah, for sure. So to me, Japanese horror is way more scary than like Alien.
Good old Alienization, which is actually, I think it's going to be coming back around as free on the Epic Game Store.
I don't know.
Year.
Like it was two days ago. It was free. Let me double check right now.
It might be still up.
It might be still free. If it's not,
I'm not sure. It might have been last week's game or this week's game. So by the time this podcast goes up, it might not be free.
You might have missed it. Yeah. Good news. It's free right now up until for 4 more days. It's free.
Okay. So if you are here on the podcast,
like watching it live,
on YouTube,
can grab it.
Go ahead and grab it. It's a great game. Alex played it last year and or early this year, I guess. I can't. Time is a blur.
I can't remember anymore. Yeah.
But it was a good experience. I know Wes from the Console Gaming podcast also played it and enjoyed it as well. So, but without further ado, we're going to move on into the main kind of crutch, or not crutch. That's kind of strange, but
crotch.
The name, crotch. Ooh. I don't know. That just threw me off. But we're gonna move on to the name thing of the show, NieR Replicant version. Let me get
1.2247484484139.
Did you do that off memory? And did you forgot the ... repeating?
Oh yeah, because it's what's the word with the numbers so large that it's not irregular, but it's like a
crap. It's not a Googleplex, but I can't remember.
It's undefined. It's undefined numbers.
Undefined.
Like that,
undefined numbers. So, NieR Replicant finally has come out. Version 1.22. We'll just shorten into that from now on. And it really is a remaster. A lot of things happen, but it came out, I believe, on the 24th worldwide. It was, I
It
believe, the
was
date.
Friday for me in Japan. No, Friday night. I can't remember anymore.
Oh
I
yeah,
had to
yeah.
wait till like 1 in the morning or something, so it must have been Saturday or Friday or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was April 24th. But if you were here in Japan and you got the PlayStation version, it
If you
was,
bought it on console, it was like a Thursday for us, the
yeah,
22nd or something. Yeah.
it's the 22nd over here. So
Yeah.
a lot of people were having a great time with the game. I'm going to
Yeah,
put
on
the
console. Yeah, we got
on
a fucking
console.
on
On
console.
console.
Yeah.
A lot of people on console are having a wonderful time with the game. And I mean, like, I just want to hear like your impressions, not of the technical issues at this point, but just like what you felt when you kind of started the game up. And I've got the opening trailer running right now, or a trailer for the game.
It's
But I
good. I
mean,
don't know. I mean, to be honest, I actually haven't played much of it. I played like 40 minutes only because I had to fix the fucking issue with frame rate. And then after that, I was like, okay, good night.
oh
And
no.
then like Saturday, yeah, then Saturday came around. Then I didn't play on Saturday. I was doing something else on Saturday. And then Sunday was, also I'm not playing NieR. So I haven't
I
played
mean,
much of it. So I will get around to it though. But yeah.
I mean, the game has. I've watched a streamer who was playing it. And I don't want to spoil myself on it because I do want to actually play it. But I was watching him play it, and I got to say, like I mean, the game is, of course, based off of the original. It is a
It's a remake kind of
remake
master
remaster
of
kind of thing.
one of the NieR versions. Yeah.
Right,
A
right.
lot of you guys, probably a lot of people in North America or English-speaking regions don't know this, but there's two versions of NieR in Japan. There's NieR Replicant and then NieR Gestalt. NieR Replicant was on PS3 and features a protagonist who's a brother.
Right.
And then NieR Gestalt was on the Xbox 360 and features a protagonist who is a father, but is otherwise the same story, right?
Right, right.
So that's PS3 and Xbox 360, two different versions. When the game came out in English, the game was just called NieR,
Right.
and released for the PS3 and maybe the 360 as well, and only featured Daddy NieR. There was no brother NieR.
Right, right.
Right. And then this version, the remake, remastered version 1.22, features the brother NieR. And there's no more Daddy NieR. So sorry, Daddy NieR fans, he's not around anymore.
People, do they? I wonder if they like justify like why he's just gone. Like if they.
Well, it's the same story. The
the
reason,
same
the
story?
reason it's the same story. So they're like,
Okay,
okay, we're
okay.
just going with this one. Yeah.
Hey, whatever you gotta do. I mean, like you can see even in this trailer, like because a lot of people, of course, came in through Automata, right?
A lot of new people. Yeah.
A lot of people didn't play this game or any of the previous games that Yoko Taro has made.
So Drakengard.
Drakengard,
right?
like honestly, I played a demo of Drakengard and I was like, what is this again? Like some of them didn't control as well. There's issues with them, but they're all cult classics. Essentially, is what you kind of would say, and I mean, but you can see how a lot of the stuff that like, I personally, I love the character design in Automata. I love the music. There's a lot of things that I loved that are still just like, hey, this stuff was already there. Like that DNA was there, and you can kind of see it already. And I don't know, like, I think people should definitely give it a shot, even if you haven't played Automata, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is the game that comes before Automata, so go ahead and play it, and then Automata if you want to.
Yeah, you're still gonna get those nice the voice acting. I think is was
the original actors. Yeah, they brought them back.
Original actors. Yeah. I know that they some of the changes that they made in this game is that they actually re-recorded.
Probably, I think I don't know what in English, but in Japan they re-recorded all the lines.
That's I mean, like that's. I mean, it's not insane or anything by any means, but I mean, it just goes to show you like how much they actually put into remastering this game. So I'm looking at some of the changes. I just brought them up on the screen, but some of the changes that they did so far, of course, the battle system, they updated it so that,
and I don't know, pretty good. Yeah,
it feels pretty good. Were you able to get into any battles?
Yeah, I mean, I basically did like the combat tutorial. That's the first thing you do in the game, really. So. It plays well. I've never played OG NieR, so I can't say how different it is, but it's similar to Automata at the very least. So you have a light attack and you have a heavy attack.
Okay.
And then you have a floating thing behind you for other types of attacks. So
I think in this game they're like they're magic. Is that the thing?
It's magic, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's a thing, and so that'll help you feel if you've come in from Automata. That'll help you feel more in it, and then of course, like they redid textures. I think there's
Like all the
DLC.
textures, like pretty much, yeah, like every single texture. It's crazy.
Yeah, DLC is going to be coming in here again. Like you said, they redid the voice acting at least for the Japanese part, and maybe even some of the English dialogue. And of course, I do remember this because I was reading it somewhere that uh, the guy who does the music was just like, yeah, because like their PR, they're so jokey, like they're so you can never tell when they're serious or when they're not serious because they're. But anyways, he was like, yeah, so like, I was just gonna like remaster a couple things and it was gonna be
Right.
great. And then Yoko Taro was like, nah, bro, you need to step your game up. He's like, step my game up, man. What is this dude talking about, essentially? And he's like, okay, fine. You know what? I'll do it. I'll re-record every darn track on this thing.
Yeah. So the soundtrack is remastered. Yeah.
Oh man. Which is I don't know. I gotta say, like, they really do put a lot of cool little, I don't know, love into the series, which just stands out to me, honestly.
Yeah. Sorry, the soundtrack is super, super, super good. So I never played OG, right? But like Automata, like one of the best things about Automata is the killer soundtrack, right?
The killer, yes.
It's so good. So I'll probably end up buying Replicant's soundtrack.
The soundtrack.
The remaster. You can go ahead, like the soundtrack for OG NieR is in the wild. Go ahead and buy that right now. Go ahead.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
If there's an orchestral album of NieR and Automata, like as a single album, just tracks from both games. That's
Ooh.
already, it was released like 2 years ago. Go ahead and buy that. Like it's really good. So
I mean, I gotta say the music, that was the thing. Like, okay, so I guess we should explain what on earth NieR is. Not like a full story or anything, but it is an action RPG. Just lay it out there for people who might not know, but it is an action RPG. And you are, if you're familiar with any type of platinum game, action game, you're going to be doing that. Now the RPG mechanics come in where your weapons, you can level them up, you can level up, I assume that's still the thing, you level up your weapons,
you level up your character,
and you level up your character,
all that stuff. Yeah.
And there's story quests and things like that. It is an open world.
It is. Yeah.
So I mean, if you like any of those kind of games, not just specifically JRPGs, not just Japanese RPGs, but just like a good story, that's what
like
these games are.
A good story and a good, like, I would say, like, satisfying combat system. It's not like Devil May Cry deep.
It's
good. Yeah.
It's good. It's satisfying, and you don't have to worry about being good at the game, if that makes any sense.
Right. It's not fucking like Ninja Gaiden or anything like that.
Yeah, it's not gonna murk you. I mean, there might be some tough fights, but for the most part, you can press buttons and have fun. But yeah, so I was looking at this message from Yoko Taro and Yosuke Saito about the game, when it launched, and I mean, just to give you a flavor about the guys who do this game, the creative director.
Yeah, Yoko Taro's hilarious. I love him.
I almost wanted to read all of this entire quote, but it's too long. But it's like, hello there, everyone. Yoko Taro, creative director of NieR version 1.2247. We'll just leave that there. Here, this game is a version upgrade of the title released 10 years ago under the name of NieR. That's right. It's not a remake or a remaster. It's a version upgrade. In the beginning, I only intended for it to be a remaster for you, with some improved resolutions and that. But once I started saying that I would like to tweak the models a bit, or that I wanted to fix up the backgrounds, etc., we were soon looking at a lot of it fixes and improvements. And this part got me right here. It's like, I mean, Square Enix recently did that remake of Final Fantasy VII, right? I saw that and I thought it would be terribly inconvenient to be compared to such a massive blockbuster. So that's when I decided to call it Replicant version 1.22 repeating, version upgrade. Incidentally, the big string of numbers on the end of the title was just something that I stuck on randomly, so I wouldn't think too hard about it if I were you. It's like, what the fuck? But yeah, I mean, where did I get this quote? Actually, this is from, I believe this is from Square Enix's blog itself. So if you go to squareenixgames.com, go check it out. It's really funny. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I mean, Yoko Taro himself is like a really funny dude. There's a famous tweet that he had a couple years ago where he said, like, NieR Automata almost never got made because I didn't want to get up in the morning. I'm like, man, I feel that guy. That guy, like, my spirit animal is Yoko Taro. He's really funny. He's a really funny guy.
He did not want. He's like, yeah, I didn't want to, get
He's
up
like, I didn't want to get up, so I almost didn't just even bother making the game. Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah. Even in this, he's like, yo, Square, don't expect this thing to sell blockbusters. I mean, did you look at the other stuff I made? didn't exactly sell well.
Yeah, like Dragon Guard. Yeah, exactly.
But
I wonder if the Automata was such a huge ass hit. Like, it was a surprise hit for so many people, and then it's caused a lot of renewed interest in the NieR franchise.
Right,
being
right.
2 games basically, but and now a mobile game. But I wonder if Replicant sells decently well, which it is on track to beat Automata, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, at least on Steam. Then we might maybe in this crazy world get like remasters of Dragon Guard,
which would be wild. I don't. Yeah. I don't. So this is the thing. Like, do you think NieR fans would want Dragon Guard?
Yeah. Why not?
Remakes like that. I mean, the gameplay is completely different. I mean, it's you're flying. It's How to Train Your Dragon.
I think it's just like if you appreciate the games he makes, it's kind of like there are people who are fans of Metal Gear, and then there are fans who are fans of Hideo Kojima, right? So
I think this is, I mean, like if you look at it, yeah, I think that's a good way of looking at it. I think you called them like what kind of like film auteurs kind of thing. Like, you know, the directors, like if you like Steven Spielberg, you're going to watch every Steven Spielberg film, whether you like it or hate it.
Right. But you know, you could only be into like one of his films, really. It's not him as director per se, but yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes he's a producer, but even for this, you know, and there are very few game directors that people know by names or creators.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah. I mean, I could only think of maybe 6 off the top of my head, really.
What 6 can you think of?
I would say like Yuji Naka, Yu Suzuki, Hideo Kojima, Cliff Blazinski, because was a huge guy. He was out there, and then like that's only 4 shit.
This man,
that's gotta be more. I guess
you know
me.
Yeah,
man.
You know
the guy from Kingdom Hearts.
Shit, no! All right, we got Tetsuya Nomura.
Yeah, that's his name. That's his name. Fucking hell.
You know, you got your boy. Your boy from Smash.
Sakurai. Hironobu. Yeah, Hironobu Sakaguchi. Obviously, Final Fantasy.
From Final Fantasy. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got Sakurai.
That's sick. Boom. That's I quit.
That's okay. You quit. Yeah. We didn't even get to Miyamoto, man. You didn't even get your boy Miyamoto.
Oh no,
Get your boy Sid Meier. Will Wright.
They ain't even there anymore. We'll do 7 then. Yeah.
But it goes to show you that there are people that you know. You name Yuji Naka, creator of Sonic, but like, does anyone remember
the Balan Wonderland? What are you talking about?
Oh man, throw that shade under him. Throw that shade on that man. It is all just a distant memory.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, what it goes to show is that there are designers that you just don't know for games that you really love, and for him to be recognized, I don't know if he's a writer. He's like the scenario writer mainly, right? Game director, but mainly.
Yoko Taro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what he does, dude. I don't know what Yoko Taro does. Yoko Taro does what Yoko Taro does. Yeah.
This man does what he does.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Ehez in the chat? He's saying Harada-san with Tekken.
Yeah.
Daisuke for Guilty Gear.
Oh yeah, Ishiwatari
Daisuke, yeah.
But he also does the soundtrack, which is amazing. By the way,
that man's like, I actually just wanted to make a game where I could also play my own music
in
it.
Guitar. He can shred. That man shreds.
That man shreds. You might not know what he's saying every once in a while. You'd be like, "What smell of the game? Okay, I got you, but." Your heart is blazing, but your heart is raising.
I mean, like, so the lyrics are kind of bad, but like the guitar is so like the soundtrack to Guilty Gear XX so good. Like, so good. Oh man, like the X and XX soundtracks are so good.
Oh man, but they did. I gotta say, Yoko Taro and also I believe the producer maybe there was a stream on the 19th. Mr. Saito. They revealed that there was a game, I guess a couple years ago, 2 games that they are apparently working on for not specifically NieR, but just that Yoko Taro is working on. And the only clues that we have, why is this written on a sheet of paper? Like, what is this crap? I gotta like look at this in Japanese. It's
why
so
is
small.
that YouTube video pulled? So I scroll up.
I can't scroll. Oh no, it's with Pocket. For some reason, it doesn't open the videos in the actual.
Oh, okay.
So I've got to
I
open
was
it
like, I
somewhere
thought
else.
the video got pulled or something. I was like,
Yeah,
oh man,
well,
what happened there?
but
Yeah.
no. So the new project they're working on that. There's no release date or anything, but it's just like, hey, it's gonna be an indie game, gonna be downloadable. There might be a physical release. Hey, look forward to it. Cool things. More Yoko Taro, written on a
Yeah.
sheet of paper. Like I don't get this.
What's
Chotto
on a sheet of paper?
indies.
That's like a
Chotto indies point. It might be a little bit like an indie game.
I mean, I feel like all of his games are indie games. They're just wild. I wonder, like, honestly, Yoko Taro is pretty crazy. And I wonder if you gave him an infinite budget, like Konami gave Kojima an infinite budget. I wonder what he would come up with. Like, what would Yoko Taro, like, what would he?
What would you want him to make? What would you want to see?
What I want him to make? I don't know.
Yeah. What would you want to see?
Just, I don't know. Action RPG was fine, but do more of the games where I consider my life choices and more girls with cute butts. Like, that's fine. I'm okay
Apparently,
with that.
this girl. Oh wait, is her name Kane? Is her name Kane? Kayane?
That's not Kaine, I think. Yeah,
Kaine?
Yeah.
I guess that's who Ehe was talking about, best girl from the series, because I just saw a glimpse of the trailer and I was like,
yeah, she's funny. She's really funny. Yeah.
No, but does that girl not have like pants on or something? Like, what? I mean, she has pants on, but like on the back, there, I was just like, what is that? What?
She's got a skimp outfit. I mean, it's a popular outfit. You can download it as DLC for 2B in Automata.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I would love. So I'm still on the VR train. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still on the VR train. I would love for this man to make a good VR game where you consider your choices, like he said,
and you can look at 2B's butt. Yeah, I agree.
Sure. I mean, yes, you can get the actual size proportions if you want to go that. You know, I'm sure they would put that in there. I'm just saying, you can make life choices, and I think the story and the music, all of that stuff would be there, right? Just the combat might be kind of jank, which that's fine. Maybe doesn't need combat. Maybe.
I don't know. I haven't played. Actually, I haven't even played the one on mobile. What's the one on mobile called?
Reincarnation.
Yeah, I haven't even played that yet.
I finally uninstalled it.
Oh, you just downloaded it, but you didn't even play it? Okay.
Yeah, it was bad. Like I have a habit that I just don't play mobile games. I don't know if anyone else.
Yeah, same.
Like,
I
it's
have
just hard
on my
for
phone
me
right
to.
now. I have like Punishing Grey Raven, Arc Knights, FGO, Honkai Third Impact, Genshin Impact, D4DJ, NieR Pokemon Go, Project Sekai Colorful World. Yeah.
How do you have so many? You have so many.
They look good to me, and I like don't play them. So,
I mean, they all. That is the one thing I will say is like every mobile game in Japan, at least, they all have like either the same wonderful art style or something that's like different, but it still looks really nice, and you're like, oh, I love to try that out, and you're like, but I don't know if I'm going to actually play it.
Yeah.
But
D4DJ is really good for all my like HoloLive fans. You know. Not my fans, sorry, but
oh yeah, I mean, you have HoloLive fans
for all the other HoloLive
for the
fans,
future. For the future,
definitely play D4DJ if you can, because there's a bunch of HoloLive music like in that game.
Really,
it's pretty good.
There was a game I was watching. I think it was Gura. She was streaming that had her in it or something. I guess it's like it has a bunch of VTubers in it. It's like a platformer, kind of difficult. I believe it's free. It's like a free download. You can pay for it if you want to.
Not Muse Dash, no.
No, it's not Muse Dash. I can't remember what it's called, but it's kind of, it's like an indie game, but it looked really fun. Like literally when she jumps, she just says,
That's funny.
When she's jumping all the time. So,
yeah.
But yeah, moving on to, just to hit on some of the issues you were talking about, so you were experiencing this issue with the frame rate now.
Yeah.
Can you explain it?
Yeah, super simply is that the game speed itself is tied to your frame rate. So on consoles, this isn't an issue because the console is like, I don't know if it's locked at 60, but it's at least capped at 60.
Right.
So as long as the game never goes over 60 frames per second, the game will run normally. But on PC, this is messed up. So the game basically, the game basically has no option for VSync, and it has no option to even limit your frame rate, which normally is a good thing. Like most PC games, like you don't want to limit your frame rate. If you have super powerful hardware and you have like a super high refresh rate monitor, go push those frames. It'll make your game look super smooth and it'll look really good. Right?
Yep.
But the game speed is tied to the frame rate. So if the game goes over 60 frames per second, the game speeds up. The game actually gets faster. Combat gets faster.
Some of the animations just zippy dash for some
Yeah, you
reason,
go
you know?
so fast. Like if you have like a very powerful GPU,
Mm-hmm.
you're playing the game at like 1.5 or 2 times speed, which is really fast. And there's no way to limit your frame rate in the game to 60 so it plays normally. So you have to go to, I don't know about AMD driver. I don't have an AMD GPU, but if you have like an NVIDIA card, you can go to your NVIDIA driver software and just like set the EXE, the game itself, to be limited to like 58 frames per second, and then you'll be fine.
It's like almost like something you shouldn't have to.
Yeah, no,
It's kind of weird. That's
yeah,
a
it is
weird,
weird.
easy
Yeah, it is
thing to
weird.
do. Like
Yeah,
not
so
do, but just to have as
have
an
to do.
error.
Yeah, so the fact that the game shipped with that bug, I guess
Mm-hmm.
if you want to call it, it's just not even a bug. It's just like an unintended like behavior, really.
Right.
The way that because the game shipped like that, that tells me that for some reason on the development team, nobody had a monitor that went past 60 hertz. They're
No
like,
one.
oh, I'm guessing all the monitors they had were 60 hertz and they were playing at like borderless windowed or something. So
They might have
the
just been.
refresh rate of the monitor was tied to the game frame rate. And then they're like, oh, it looks good. Game is fine. Game is fine. Never testing like full screen and never testing a high refresh rate monitor. Just like, you know what I mean?
I mean, like I guess the thing is that they were designing for console first. I think maybe the PC port was second, not like going in
It
tandem.
probably was second, yeah. But the thing is when they showed off the gameplay demo at TGS last year, it was running on a PC. So
So why?
yeah,
Why?
like
I mean,
what happened?
because we just got through with. I mean, you can go and still check the reviews for NieR Automata on Steam. The review bond, the heck, it just goes recent reviews horribly bad. I mean, they've just got out of trouble with this, and this isn't honestly to be as frank. It's not like the previous issues where the game could barely run at 30
It's not super
FPS
shitty.
or something. You know what I mean?
It's just like
It's not
it's
debilitating.
inconvenient to have to do this, and I would say probably maybe many PC gamers wouldn't think to do that. They wouldn't even
Yeah.
know that, and they probably wouldn't even think anything's wrong. They would probably just be like, "I've heard this game is good. I bought this cool gaming laptop that, or like my
It's
grandma
like
got me
overrunning
this."
it. It's like super running
Yeah.
it.
Like let's say like, oh, my grandma got me this gaming laptop, for Christmas or whatever, and I heard this game called NieR is good, so I'm gonna buy it. And they just wouldn't even think that the game is like, oh, that's really fast. I
Yeah,
guess-
it looks normal, kind of. I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't look broken to me. or they're just playing it on a 60 FPS monitor.
Screen, in which case
Screen.
then it would be fine. But yeah, anyways, point or not. Here's the thing though, because like even if you have a 60 hertz refresh rate monitor,
Oh, but if you don't have the
you could still push over 60 frames and it would still play fast.
right.
So like, yeah.
So the community is they're already on it. The mod community has already gotten some things. If you have the special K injectable
Yeah, there's already
mod,
mod for it. You can do the driver fix, which is like right clicked and Tuke settings, or
Yeah.
do the mod. Yeah, whatever,
or
man.
do the mod, whichever works for you. And then apparently there's a way to, and I do have this issue on NieR Automata, is like when I have my controller plugged in, the cursor will be on the screen sometimes, and I have to like
Okay, yeah.
move it away. So this helps with that as well. And then apparently, turning off the internal VSync. I don't know what. I don't know.
Oh, turning off VSync.
Yeah, turning off.
Okay,
the
well I never
internal
play with.
VSync. Apparently, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, but it's not too bad. Hopefully, hopefully Square Enix will put out a patch.
Yeah, okay, we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Give it 4 years. Give it
Hey.
4. Yeah, I'll be 2025.
They can-
2025 when they get. Yeah, okay, good job.
I mean, they can re-release the game again with the ultimate, patch included for it. Hey, they're working on it at the same time they're working on the current patch. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. And then moving on, of course, we had the Apex Legends trailer, which
Oh, yeah,
oh my goodness,
What's it called? Legacy? Yeah.
Legacy, man. Let me pull this up because this trailer got me super jazzed about playing
Titans,
Apex
yes.
again
Titanfall,
in
I know,
Titanfall.
yeah.
Like the lore, I honestly, this trailer was just done too good. This is by far
You
my
didn't even
favorite.
play Titanfall 2. You have no idea who you
Yeah,
don't, you don't know who Viper is. You don't know who
no,
Viper
and
is.
that's the problem. That's the problem. That is, for the first time in Apex, I feel left out.
I remember when I was
I
watching
feel
because
actually left out.
I was watching this like debut on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And I remember I was like, oh my fucking god, Viper? No, that fucking Viper? What the fuck?
I was sitting here like it's
Who
like
the fuck is Viper?
this is just a new character, and
I'm in the pipe
this
5x5. Oh my god,
this is
that's
this
his
dude.
quote. That's his quote.
So
That's
yeah,
Viper's thing.
I went back and I listened to some people kind of break down some of this stuff, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. And like for the first time, and I think this has to go with the credit with the Apex team, is that they made sure that for X amount of seasons, I don't know if they always plan it to be this way, but for whatever amount of seasons, it was super friendly for us, right? Because the hardcore Titanfall community was always like, yo, we want this and this. We got to get that Titanfall. Let's get our Titanfalls back up in here. Yo, let's go. I need my Titans. I need my lore. I need that connection to the world that I really liked, right?
Well, I just
now,
want
Apex,
I want Titans really.
I mean, you really want. I mean, but yeah.
I want to play as. I want to be in North Star. I don't want to play as Viper's daughter. I want to be piloting North Star. But yeah.
I mean, yeah. You want that, but the thing is for all of us that didn't have that connection to that universe completely, we felt like Apex was like, okay, I can get into it. There's no history attached to it, even though we know there is. We don't feel like we need to play it or anything, you know. But finally, you know, I think season 9 is gonna be big because a lot of older. I think Titanfall players are going to come back.
Yeah, Ash is showing up as well. Ash was also so Viper and Ash were both bosses in Titanfall 2.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, not like them. The Inter Titans were bosses, not like.
Oh yeah, not them.
Their Titans were bosses. They were piloting the Titans, but yeah.
But yeah, just the simple fact that you know those characters are represented, they're here, they have something to do. I mean, that's big, and I felt it. When I was looking at Twitter, when I was looking at YouTube videos and people breaking it down, people were just like losing their mind. Like they knew it was coming, but like seeing it there, like really just made them like, oh crap. And then of course, this trailer is of course highlighting the new arenas mode, which I don't think it's new per se in terms of like is this something from Titanfall 2? Or is this
No,
where that they fought?
Like,
is this just
yeah.
deathmatch? Just called the arena? I don't know why does Ash talk about taking them back to where it started? I was like, what is this?
Probably because it's just like not a battle royale. It's just straight up deathmatch.
It's just straight up deathmatch. They're still not gonna give you your wall running, but you know.
No, there's no wall running sadly, no.
But I mean, like so Valkyrie, she does straight up, I guess for her ultimate fly. We don't know how it works. But she is clearly flying in the trailer.
Yeah, I was
speculating
that her ultimate would be the same as North Star's Titan Core, which is like you hover off the ground and you just shoot a shitload of missiles on the ground.
Which she did do.
That's
shoot
North
a bunch
Star's
of missiles.
Titan Core, honestly. So in Titanfall 2, I actually don't like it very much. It's not very good. But in Apex, maybe it's fine. Yeah.
Get your Gibby shield ready for it.
I actually do like my secondary Titan, if not main Titan in Titanfall 2 is North Star. It was a sniper Titan, which I don't usually snipe, but I actually do like North Star a lot.
It's gonna be interesting just because she says like you can have the ground, I got the sky, the sky or whatever.
That's
the
whole
quote.
line.
That's his quote.
That's Viper's. That's what he says before his fight starts. Like yeah, like that whole speech. That's what Viper says to you before his fight starts.
Oh man, yeah. So it's gonna be interesting because I do believe she's gonna have some sort of flight capabilities for X amount of seconds or whatever, which brings a completely new dynamic to the mix. We seeing on the map, we don't know exactly where this is. We're gonna assume it's World's Edge, maybe like a night version of World's Edge.
I think it is World's Edge, isn't it? It's called World's Edge Corrupted.
Oh, that's what it's called, Corrupted. Oh, that sounds kind of cool.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah.
Okay. So it shows a little bit more of a city type of vibe to it. And then of course Kings Canyon might just go off of rotation for now. I'm not sure. Some map is going to go off rotation.
Oh yeah, well, it's going to be 2 maps per each rotation, right?
Yeah,
usually. Yeah.
Or this map right here is just straight up for deathmatch.
Oh, it might be the arena. It
might just be the arena map.
Yeah.
Because some of these environments we don't have. So that would make sense. But anyways, if you haven't watched it, definitely go watch the arenas trailer. And then of course, because this video, the podcast is going to go up on Friday, you can already watch the gameplay trailer of Rio, which is happening tonight.
Yeah, I'm pumped for that. I want to watch because I like deathmatch.
And I think deathmatch is going to solve the issue of maybe people who just want to, of course, get
Be in
kills,
gunfights,
be
yeah.
in gunfights. But I think the number one thing is like when you play Apex, when you hop into it, there's a huge learning curve with each of the guns, maybe even the movement. And this, some people are like, hey, the best way to learn is to get into a fight. And other people are
Yeah.
like, I don't want to get into the fight. I want to stay alive, kind of thing.
Yeah, the drop pod, to learn how to fight. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is essentially, a good way to kind of get your bearings or understand how to play the game a little bit better and get used to the weapons. I think it's going to serve a lot of different purposes. But hey, Apex, fix your servers. It had told me that they're going to announce something about their servers, but fix that stuff. Fix it now. Fix it good.
All right.
And that's pretty much all I had. Everything else is just kind of stuff in closing. Of course, Jeff Kaplan from Overwatch, the director of Overwatch, has left.
Yeah, he
Blizzard.
left, or he is leaving, something like that.
Yeah. He left. April 20th, they announced that, after 19 years with the company, he didn't just leave the Overwatch team, he left Blizzard itself.
Yeah, he's gone. He's out of. Yeah, maybe he's gonna make an indie game. I don't know. Maybe he's gonna make an indie first-person shooter called like Super Peer or something. I don't know.
Who knows? I mean, Jeff Kaplan. If you don't know, if you ever saw any video about Overwatch, any type of developer update, usually you see multiple people from the teams. Like if you do Apex, they'll have different people from the team, even Bungie, whatever. Jeff Kaplan, this man was the face of Apex. It's like, Papa Jeff.
Overwatch, not Apex. Overwatch.
Oh yeah, sorry, Overwatch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jeff. I did drop that game 2 years ago.
Yeah, I dropped it right after, like fucking before. Yeah, really early. Yeah.
I loved Overwatch. Honestly, we just couldn't get a whole 6-stack, 6 of my friends together. We could only get 4, so we were stuck with 2 randoms. And if you think randoms in Apex are bad, whew.
Oh really?
You ain't seen it. You've seen randoms because you need roles. Like everyone in Apex, at least you can shoot the gun.
Yeah, you got to feel
at
like
least you can shoot a gun.
Tank. One guy has to be a tank. One guy has to be a healer. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And no one wants to heal. No one wants to play tank.
Everyone wants to be DPS or something. Yeah.
And so that was the thing. But anyways, like you said, he's going to be going. We don't know where he's going to, but definitely wish him the best of luck. The team, of course, at Blizzard was like, hey, help us thank Jeff Kaplan for being the mercy to our Genji. Thanks for always daring to see the world as it could be. Also, help us welcome the new director, which is Aaron Keller, as Overwatch's new game director. We can't wait to continue fighting for the future with you. So, I think Overwatch. It's kind of crazy to think that Overwatch is how old it is actually.
Really old at this point. It's 6 years.
5 or 6 years.
More than that, no? I can't remember. It's old though, yeah.
Yeah,
in video game years,
in video game terms, yeah. In video game years, yeah. It's old. So, outside of that, some more news with PlayStation. They signed the another. Actually, a pretty cool thing right here for PlayStation fans, I guess. They got an exclusive with probably Monsters Studio, which is Firewalk. So Firewalk Games. It's going to be some type of AAA multiplayer game, which we don't know much about it, but it's coming from veterans at Bungie, Bungie, Irrational Games, Harmonix. I think a lot of people, probably would have high hopes for this. So there's no details on it or anything like that, but one thing we do know that they did kind of go over and say was that the game should, in theory, and should, in point, deal with multiplayer and story. So that's very much like Destiny. So it's all about story and multiplayer, but the story comes from a unique place, says creative director Ryan Ellis. It's all about those surprising possibilities that happen when 2 or more players interact in a system. I think it's best summed up with the phrase, remember that time when yada, 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 which, hey, for Destiny, that definitely worked for me. I remember those times. Remember that
I guess
time
so. I mean, yeah, any other game that involves a lot of players and a lot of effort, for sure.
Yeah, so looking forward to that. That's going to be a PlayStation 5 exclusive, or I don't know about PlayStation 4, but it's going to be a PlayStation 5 exclusive.
Probably 5, yeah, at this point, yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, I think we tweeted this on our Twitter as well, but Sony, of course, the PlayStation 3 store is going to be staying open, the online store and the Vita stores.
So PS3 and Vita, but PSP will close.
Correct. That's still going to be closing in.
That being said, if you own a Vita, you basically have access to the same store, I think. I think so. Yeah.
It is kind of funny though. If they wanted more people to buy the games, it definitely worked. A lot of
Yeah,
people
I know.
flocked and
I
bought
know a
these
lot of people.
games.
I know a lot of people like panic bought like a lot of stuff.
Panic bought a lot.
That being
of
said, though, like
stuff.
you know what, you
You
never
got it
know
now.
when they will close it for good. So go buy those PS1 classics now. So get Xenogears, get Chrono Cross, get Suikoden 2, get Wild Arms, get all that stuff right now.
Valkyria Profile,
Yeah, is that
Vagrant
on there?
Story.
Is
Yeah,
Valkyria
yeah.
Profile? Oh,
I
okay.
think so. Yeah.
The PS1 version or the PSP version?
I believe it's gonna be the PSP version. I
Okay.
feel like I think that's like what Lenneth. I think is what it's called. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Lenneth, or get like the third birthday, Square's masterpiece,
Oh,
whatever.
Parasite Eve, the third birthday. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I'm kidding about the masterpiece thing, but yeah, no.
Yeah.
You still, it's
but
Valkyria Chronicles 2 is my personal, like a personal pick from me. Get Valkyria Chronicles 2 before you can never get it again, basically. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so definitely go ahead and get that. And then one of the final two news stories that we have here: Tales of Arise finally getting a new trailer, an actual new trailer.
Yeah, actual new trailer and a release date.
The release date is going to be like I think Alex said, September 9th or September 10th.
It's 9 in Japan, so probably 10 worldwide.
Okay, yeah, 10 worldwide, then 9 here in Japan. That's coming out for, of course, all the systems now: Xbox One, Xbox Series XS, PS4, PS5, and then also PC.
Yeah, you can wishlist that on Steam like right now, actually. So you go ahead and do that.
There you go. And if you haven't seen the new trailer, it is like 7 minutes. I watched it. It does show some combat. It actually shows a lot of combat, and then of course, I think there's some voice acting in it, but for the most part, you're just gonna be looking for the combat. Looks pretty solid.
Yeah, it's gonna be soon. Actually, it's like what, 5 months from now, so half a year, I guess. So hopefully we'll be getting. We'll be playing that soon. Or honestly, we're spoiled this year for games. Like I keep forgetting, a lot of good stuff is coming out. So this World Ends with You, Neo. I guess Village is coming out really next week. We had Rise. We're gonna be getting Rise again on PC later. Mass Effect Remastered 1, 2, 3. If you want to replay those games.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is a good time to be. I mean, it's always a good time to be a gamer, but this feels like it's good in the sense that finally everything is kind of, at least for this year, it's spread out, sort of spread out. Like at least there's something like one thing a month is what it feels like.
Yeah,
right
and
now.
then you can go and you can actually like take your time through these games. I was thinking about my own backlog today, which is pretty bad. I have a ton of games, but I'm gonna try to focus on 3. So I'll doing Yakuza 7, Rise of 2, and then NieR. Try to get those out of the way.
Okay. Sounds good. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do as well. I'm knocking out a couple indie games and then hopefully trying to take on some of the bigger ones. And then finally, I'm actually playing this with a friend and uploading these videos on our YouTube channel. So if you want to check out It Takes Two, every week we're uploading them. The game has sold over 1 million copies, which is really, really good. I can honestly testify the game is a lot of fun. And what's even better, only one person needs to own the game. You can just send a friend copy to someone else.
Yep.
And you can play together.
That's kind of like A Way Out, right?
Yep. Exactly like that. So best of luck to them at Hazelight Studios, continuing to kind of foster these co-op games or co-op only games. And definitely, I've still seen that the numbers on Twitch are still relatively high for, something that came out over a month ago. And it's just a single player kind of have fun together type deal. So definitely, if you haven't checked it out, go ahead, check it out. There we go. We did it. We made it through 81 episodes.
Oh shit! Amazing.
We're alive. We're well. We even have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, like all the cool kids.
Remember that first episode when we only had a SoundCloud?
Was that on SoundCloud originally?
Yeah. It was on my SoundCloud.
Oh, it was on your personal SoundCloud, yeah.
Yeah, it was on my personal SoundCloud with a really crappy logo.
That I made. Yeah, thanks, dude. Yeah, crappy logo.
No, I made the original logo.
Oh, then I made the second one.
Yeah, yes.
What was the first one? Was it just like text or something?
It was like text with paint with a mouse kind of deal.
Oh my god, that's awful. Yeah, that is bad. Damn. All right. No, yeah.
There we go. But yeah, do you have anything in closing? Anything you want to pimp or anything you want to talk about?
No, actually I don't. But Golden Week's next week, so I guess you might see some extra streams from either me or NinjaTrixta. So I guess follow us on Twitter so you don't miss out on anything.
There we go. Where can people follow you on Twitter? If you want them on Twitter.
Oh yeah, good question actually. I couldn't get Re24 on Twitter because someone else took it. So you can follow me on Twitter at 24 Bandoro, which is Japanese for Re24. So that's 24 BANDOURO.
Okay.
it's just Route 24 but in Japanese. I couldn't get Route 24.
Man, that person that got Route 24, you got to find him, take him out.
Yeah, no, I think he tweeted at me once. He's not very nice, but yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's not very nice.
Yeah.
Their paths they crossed. And then of course you can follow me. My name is just Adrian Morris on Twitter. It's just straight my name. So
actually, let me double check who's Route 24. Maybe it's a different person. No, Route 24 is a Japanese dude. I guess he claimed the account. I guess. Oh my god, this guy is crazy. Yeah, Route 24 is just like a Japanese dude. He's a YouTuber, I guess. I don't want to pin him.
Snap.
I don't know his content. Like, I don't want to promote like a dude that I have no idea. He could be awful. You know, he could be a terrible person. I don't know. I'm not saying that he is, but he's definitely extremely active on Twitter.
You never know. You never know.
Wait, Route24.jp? Oh, he represents.
Is this? Are you part of some type of? Wait, are you part of some brand? Is this like NinjaTrixta? Is this stupid child's ninja training program, or is Route 24? What is Route 24?
I might have to like one day change my. I might have to one day change my my online handle. But no, this guy's set up. This is Route 20. This is like a entirely different Route 24.
Oh man,
this is yeah. I'm fascinated. Holy shit, this is
exactly what I found out when I was like NinjaTrixta. What the heck is this? What?
Oh yeah. He's made what appears to be
like
I think these are video games. Yeah.
Oh snap! Like
yeah, no, he's made. Oh my god, he's made video game. Okay, shit. So I need to.
Snap.
I might have to one day. I might need to one day change my my online presence. So if you see me change all my handles, that's what happened. Yeah.
The reason why. Yeah. So.
Anyways, follow me on Twitter at 24 Bandoro. That's the short story. That's the short of it. That's it. That's all I got.
There we go. And then you can follow the podcast on Instagram and Twitter at UGP_cast. And then, of course, be sure to like and check us out on YouTube at Unknown Games Podcast. Look at the videos. We post highlights, post clips, post the show. There you go. And you can join us here live every week. I'll also be doing some streams over Golden Week. I think I'm going to be doing a stream every day to kind of get all three of these games in. And I'll be doing, so that's going to be Thursday through Wednesday. And you can be sure, Saturday night, I'm going to be doing Phasmo VR. Probably going to die.
Oh shit, you're playing Phasmo VR? That's fun. I'll play with you. I'll play with you, yeah.
I'm terrified. So.
Or no, maybe I won't play with you. You should solo it. You should solo VR it.
I don't even, like, so I can see the chat in the game. That at least is good. Mm-hmm. Like, I have that. So that'll give me comfort, but I don't know. I told y'all, every time I take a step in that place, 5 steps, I gotta turn back.
You should do like Asylum by yourself. Asylum solo, like the biggest map.
I don't even know what's in that. Like like you have the map memorized at least, right?
No,
I would actually.
I get lost in Asylum.
You still get lost in it?
Yeah, because I don't play it because it sucks. But
oh gosh,
yeah, Asylum sucks.
Then I would be completely wandering through like. Praying.
And then you just eventually die, yeah.
What if I just literally just start putting my hands together and like, please help me?
What, you just die on stream, you have an actual heart attack and you're dead, your body is just like, oh shit.
Oh
yeah,
man.
I don't know.
Anyways, well, we've been here for an hour. We're not going to keep you all any longer. Thanks for joining, and we will be here next week for episode 82 of the Unknown Games Podcast. Go play some games, enjoy your life, get your shots if you're able to, stay safe.
Yeah, if you live in a country that's not Japan.
No shade. Nintendo Land closing right now.
I'm pretty displeased with Japan. Anyways, yeah, sorry. See you guys next time.
We'll see you guys next time. Go play some NieR Automata.
Right.
Sorry, Replicant.
Yeah.
Or Chrono Cross.
Sure.
Or Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
Or Pokemon.
New record!
Or Mario Party.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Wow.